welcome to Active Bryant Fitness Systems. Thank you for clicking on the video. Please subscribe, and this is all about American wrestling. And I started watching American wrestling when I was about 14, and we had a sneaky Sky channel or some sort of channel that we could watch it. I think we had a satellite dish, and it was brilliant. I absolutely loved it, seeing Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior, Jake the Snake, Andre the Giant, and all these huge personalities. And I can remember when I was working at one place, me and my mate was fucking around, and I clotheslined him, and he DDT'd me on these rubber things, and I was out of it for a little while. It was quite funny, and I don't know if he's still alive or not. And he was a great guy, and we got on really well. And we both had the passion of watching the wrestling at the weekend. And old Hulk Hogan, 71, has passed away, 7 spine surgeries and 2 knees and all this. So he's really in a mess, which is a real shame, because he had £24 million in the bank. And his doctor recommended him to stop wrestling at the age of 40. Now, I believe when you reach the age, I'm 54 now, when you reach the age of 40, strength-wise, you can still get stronger, you can still get bigger, but you've got to keep doing it. Does that make sense? And a lot of the wrestlers, they have to keep doing it because they're signed into a contract, and they're working 52 weeks of the year. So every weekend they're working and putting on a show to get their name out there. You've got The Rock that's still going, excellent physique, has never come out and said that he's on steroids, but obviously he is. But then if you look at the physique of his father to his physique, it's much the same. Same as if you see a picture of my father and me. My father's much shorter than me, but he's got broad shoulders, and which I've got from him, which is great. But going back to the wrestling, the DDT, the clotheslining, the jumping, fighting in a cage, and the tag team fighting, it just absolutely phenomenal entertainment when I was a young boy growing up. The same with Mr. T, watching the A-Team. Anybody my age that's watching this will relate to that. And obviously Mr. T's passed away, and it's really sad when you get to, you're in your 50s and all your heroes are dying. But all your heroes were taking huge amounts of drugs in the 80s and 90s. Even Dolph Lundgren has come out and said that he got cancer because of taking steroids. And this is why all the bodybuilders are dying early at the age of 40. It's simply because they're overloading their system with synthetic drugs. And it's probably not coming from a good source, it's probably counterfeit. And this is what's damaging a lot of the bodybuilders. And it's funny how a lot of the wrestlers were getting their drugs from the same guy, but they haven't made the connection of getting it from the same guy that killed all these wrestlers. And why is that guy not in prison? It doesn't make any sense to me. If you want to take drugs, that's entirely up to you. I choose not to. I choose to train hard, natural and regular 4 days a week, doing the Mike Mensa method at the moment of doing 1 set to the max, which is a bit boring, but you've got to really push yourself. I prefer Charles Poliquin's method of 6, 12, 25 reps. So you do 12 reps, 25, then you do 6. So 6 will be your really strength, 25 is endurance, and 12 is hypertrophy. It's really good. You've really got to push yourself mentally to do it. And I think that a lot of the guys take the quick way out because they see their mates getting bigger, stronger, and getting, big contracts or whatever. So they go down that route, unfortunately. But who I feel sorry for is the families, the mums, the dads, the wife, the husband. Look at the female wrestler, I can't remember her name, but she died really young as well. And it's just crazy. Is it worth sacrificing your health? The Ultimate Warrior died at the age of 61, and he was looking great again. And I'm like, why? Why would you not want to? Yeah, I don't want to be 81 pissing and shitting myself, give me the needle, but I want to keep as strong, as healthy as I can going into my 50s. And if you look at Paul Check, he's in his 60s now. Look at Dorian Yates, even though Dorian Yates is taking growth hormone and TRT, but Paul Check isn't, as far as I know. So it's proving that you can still keep a great physique as you age. You just got to keep training. Will I take NMM? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I think creatine, magnesium, vitamin D, vitamin C, and just getting the protein in and training hard and never sacrificing your intensity. And this is what Charles Poliquin said: never ever sacrifice your intensity. So if your deadlift is like 200 kilos, say, for argument's sake, and you're feeling rough, you still do 200 kilos, not for 10 reps, say, you do it for 1 rep. So your strength never drops down. And obviously, if you stop training, within the first, I'd say 4 weeks, you start to lose a little bit of size and a little bit of strength. But to get it back, when I was going through my COVID thing, the stress of it, I didn't have COVID, I dropped a lot of weight and I went down to 11 stone. And that's what happens to me when I get stressed. If something really affects me, I can't eat, I can't really function that well. And then I started training really hard, and Paul Chet recommended a book on HLC level 3 called Internal Healing Exercises by Master Chang, I think his name is. And in that book, I read that book and studied it for a whole month. Then started using the principles in that book, and slowly but surely my strength come back, my health come back, and I went right up to nearly 16 stone with 18-inch guns. So it was good to get it back. So I know that the muscle has memory. I know as an aging man, I've got to keep, shut up you cunt! I know I've got to keep training and keep working out because I absolutely love it. It's what I do for a living, and stay natural because I don't want to damage my heart. My nan died at 94, my dad is 85, my mum is 76 I think now. So the family tree is all living a long time, but I want to live a long time with great health. And this is what is such a shame when the bodybuilders die early because they're cheating on their system and they get totally hooked on what they're doing, as in the drug that they're doing. Like Dr. Mike has come out and said, yeah, I take steroids, I suffer with this, I suffer with that. I'm not addicted, but I've been doing it for 13 years. Well, you are addicted and you're a complete numpty because you've lost all respect for me, even though you're being honest about it. But why should a doctor with a PhD and some sort of training degree, why would you even do that? Why would you not find the most natural way in which to gain muscle and strength and to maintain it? So it'll probably pop off early. The same as, you know, will these powerlifters like Eddie Hall, Roy Shaw and Thor, will they die early? Because they're definitely not training naturally. 1000% they're not training naturally. And the same with the sprinters and some of the boxers. If you look at, what's his name? I can't remember his name, but one of the boxers, he looks like he's gone completely mental. Eubank. You know, Eubank, was videos of him singing and dancing when people were filming him, just not normal behaviour. But then again, when you've been hit around the head a few times, or more than a few times, it's going to affect your brain. And if you watch the movie with Will Smith called Concussed, this is a really interesting movie because you see American football players, when they bang into each other in 10 seconds of playing, they can smash the whole body up, including rattling the brain, which causes huge concussion, which turns them into a fucking nightmare animal where they end up killing their wives or smashing up the house. And this has been scientifically proven now, which is great for the world of boxing and contact sports. So my hat goes off to Hulk Hogan, and rest in peace. I'm really sad that he's gone, but we're all going to die. You know, doesn't matter how much money you've got or how much fame that you've got. Even the Queen died. Do you know what I mean? So we have to be realistic, but you have to think, do you want to live a long life with no disease, or do you want to chance on your hormonal system just to get a medal or or to be famous and then to die early. I don't think it's worth that. I think we're designed to live a long time, and we have to remember the average caveman died at the age of 43. So if you get beyond 40, you're doing really, really well. And I believe that muscle is medicine. So the more muscle you've got as you age, the longer you should live if you're doing it naturally. And I believe that over the next year, we're going to see these up and coming YouTubers that have been on the sauce will end up pegging it early. Is it worth it? Now, if you're a single man, you've got no kids, and maybe your family's gone or your family don't give a shit about you, then maybe you could do it because you're like, fuck it, I'm just going to do it. But is it really worth it? Nobody cares that you've got 18-inch arms or a 50-inch chest or 30-inch thighs. Nobody gives a shit. A lot of men give a shit, but if you're a heterosexual man, women don't really like it. You know, so you got to remember that as well. So try and think logically. I would say you can gain 18 pounds of muscle a year if you've got the right training program, the right supplements, a good diet, a gut that's working, you're sleeping well, you're training hard, and you're resting well. And that's why the 4-day-a-week program is the ultimate thing you must do. I'm not too sure about the Mike Mensa method of 1 set to failure. I think that because I've been training for over 35 years, my body will adapt to it very, very fast. So, but I'm going to do it for 8 weeks, and if you see me get bigger, then let me know. And obviously my shirts and t-shirts and all that, I'm going to feel it in my body anyway. So I hope you've enjoyed this video about bodybuilding and wrestling, and I love wrestling. I've still got some videos of it and DVDs here that I enjoy watching. It's just the fun of it and the athleticism of it. They're very fit men, but when they go down the drug route, it really messes them up and they end up dying early. Is it worth all that? I don't think it is. So thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe there, please like, please comment down below. I answer all my comments, but if you're a dickhead comment, you'll get blocked and deleted from my channel. Thanks very much. Keep pumping, pump it up, baby. Bye.